you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw them in the end zone with the leg out. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. With the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Carolina Panthers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, here's Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Newton. Open man is Samuel. Complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Gun.
To throw again, Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. 3rd down here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Newton throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. To the air again, Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and we are tied at 7. That time a 9-play drive, and Carolina scores to cap it off. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Cousins. Brian Burns in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you,
a big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Newton now to throw. His throw incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but it's going to be second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
The previous play is under review.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it, and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Shane Ray in there to bury him for a loss of 11. To try again after the sack. Newton. He's going to go down again. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. These two teams all tied after one. Newton now to throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
First and 10, Cousins. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he finds Corey Davis. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point put through by Succop. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because One of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. It's caught. Smith. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Oh, good footwork on the spin. Oh, eluding the tackle. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Newton now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Newton to throw. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 27 yards there, a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. To throw is Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before the break. Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with his third touchdown pass of this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. So now with a late touchdown, not only will they take the lead to the locker room, but they'll try and add 2 more here. McCaffrey will try to run it in, but he will not get the 2 points. He's stopped up short. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here we go. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little. They bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to find his go-to man so far. That's Moore. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Now Newton on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Give him 30 yards there. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Throwing is Newton. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
Newton's pass, incomplete, intended for DJ Moore.
So the ref makes a call, no touchdown there, wipe it off the board. An incomplete pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Newton. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
Now Lewis here on first down. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 36, Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. The open man is Smith. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
And I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Now they'll run with Lewis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Again, it's Lewis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's complete to Lewis. And now running right through him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Lewis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight.
And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. And those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This one taken from the 7. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw, Newton. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Newton completes it to Samuel. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Titans getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cousins, and the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. Brushing off defenders. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaq tops it, making his presence felt on the sack. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins now. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Newton on 1st down. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with his 3rd touchdown, number 15 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. First down, here's Cousins. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Montez Sweat giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
Do you want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Cousins.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right?
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him up.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24. And the Titans are going to recover the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On the draw, this is Lewis. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing, Cousins. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on fourth down. To throw, Cousins. Shaq Thompson. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Newton's going to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Newton. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to go back to Moore there, and that'll bring up second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Newton. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end.